Greetings. Calling in the space of stillness. Calling in Medicina. Ayahuasca Renikia, Yura Almapacho, Palo Santo, Sage. The spirits of the plants that surround me. Calling in my archangels, ascended masters, my guides. In gratitude to the Divine Father, the Divine Mother. The message that's coming through is simplicity. Patience with simplicity. And that you don't need anything but this moment. That everything you need is right there in front of you. And to create space for what you need. To create space to recognize that you have it all already. And to not be wrapped in the cycles of consumerism, of buying or filling things up. And to really watch your patterns with the way you spend money, the way you hoard, whatever it is you hoard, whatever it is you like to fill up on. Filling your space with things, filling your space with food, filling your space with distractions. And to go deeper, surrender yourself to the recognition that everything you have is right here in front of you. And you have your heart. Look at all of your patterns and all of the ways that you're consuming. All of the ways you're bringing things into your life. And anytime you bring something in your life, especially on the physical and material plane, really connect with. Do I need this? Or do I want this? Is this going to serve my highest alignment? And connect with the energy of what it is you're trying to get or bring in. And look at the root of it. Why do I want this? And allow yourself to heal and to tap in to the wounded inner child that wants that. And why does the wounded inner child want that? Why does the wounded inner child need that? And start to expose those patterns, those behaviors that are calling for attention and healing. With no judgment, no criticism, no expectation. And not even a focus that your inner child is wounded, but really surrender yourself to deep healing and connecting in with the Divine Mother. And allow whatever that pattern is that is being expressed, just observe it and witness it and love it and honor it. And recognize that you are always held by the Divine Mother. And when that pattern exposes itself, allow space for yourself to be held, to be surrounded by love, recognizing that you've always been held by the Divine Mother since the Genesis thought of your creation, and that you are held with the Divine Mother all of the time. With or without recognition, she's here for us. And allow yourself to relax into that space. And anytime you're feeling broken or afraid, hurt, scared, alone, connect with the Divine Mother. Connect with her expression in Mother Earth. And let the Divine Mother heal and hold you and love you. Let her show you how to love yourself even deeper and to hold yourself. And as we connect deeper with that nurturing, maternal, feminine, divine energy, and we activate that so deeply within ourselves, and we take care of this vessel and love it, we're able to extend that outward into our practice of supporting and loving others. We're able to radiate that maternal, divine, motherly energy and allowing other people to connect in with the Divine Mother just through our essence, just through our practice, just through our patience. And give yourself permission to be held, permission to be loved, permission to be seen. And offer that unconditional love to everyone, that radical acceptance. The Divine Mother loves us. There is no wrong, there is no right, there is only is. And she sits with us in neutrality and just accepts us for everything we are and everything we aren't. For all of our past, all of our present, and all of our future. Through all space, through all time. Through all illusions. Through all realities, through all realties. She's here to help set us free. And lean on her. You can't do this alone in your independence. You can't do this through the linear mind of the ego, the independence of the I. Expand into those spaces of the we. Accept her love, her peace, her kindness, her joy. Give yourself permission for your child to express that and experience that. Let your inner child express joy, love, compassion, and embody that inner child and let it come through for you. Find yourself in states of love, states of fun. And as you walk this path, let it be fun, let it be enjoyable. Exploring all of the pieces of yourself through a space of love. Even when you express and find and explore those pieces of yourself that are so hurt, that are so empty, that are so void of love, Let that be a fun exploration. And uplift those places with the vibration of joy. Infusing that happiness into that space. Honoring the duality of the shadow and the light and bringing it into wholeness. Thank you, Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, archangels, plants, Medicina, it's all around. Thank you, you, thank you, me. Thank you, heart. Thank you, we. Thank you, Saraswati. Thank you, Hanuman. Thank you, Maharaji, Ramdas. Thank you, Medicina. Kanyan, Kali, Samutakumara, Buddha, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. Thank you all to my lovers, my past lovers, my present lovers, and my future lovers, my friends and my family. Thank you, Divine Maker. And so what I'm feeling today is the exploration of this beyond just a sharing of a message or a meditation, and really a talk, a Dharmic talk, a space of expression, and giving some space to talk about these things that come through, and talking about it a little bit deeper. And so, and how that applies to the journey, and really what I'm finding and what I'm working with, and connecting to the Divine Mother in the way it's healing my own child, wounded child, my wounded limitations, is that anytime I find that space or that place inside of myself that's hurt, for whatever reason, or the pieces of me that contract, it's many layers. It's not just the wounded child, but for right now, the work I'm doing in this moment is connecting in with that younger self, that smaller self, and my young Christine, my young self, before the name Preeti Darshan, connecting in with her and seeing the ways that she's reacting to space, to time. Last night it was her being scared of doing something wrong, the fear of making a mistake, and the fear of making a mistake on this path, the fear that I'll do something wrong. And I had to let that energy play out and recognize that I'm not doing anything wrong. There is no wrong. There's just continuous cycles of exploration and experimentation of the journey and of the path, and experimentation on how to share it, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it is perfect. Everything's perfect. And I love how Ram Dass always really references Maharaji saying to him, Ram Dass, don't you see? It's all perfect. And I really resonate with that, because it's like, don't you see? It's all perfect. Those wounds are all perfect, because all of those ways I get to explore my wounds and my contractions, my shadows, my heaviness, my densities. Every time that's exposed to myself, I'm able to really see what I need, what my soul needs to set itself free. And that's connecting with the Divine Mother and really allowing that feminine nurturing energy to hold me and to love me and to be with me all the time. And that's not just energy, that's like the Divine Mother, the maternal mother that you have as well. And also the Divine Mother that's within you. It's connecting me to the Divine Mother that I am as well. When I connect in with that energy, I connect deeper in with Mother Earth, and I connect deeper in with myself and find that I am the mother. I am the mother that's here to nurture, to love, to share, and to hold. And that energy has no judgment, has no criticism, no expectation. It's just straight divine nurturing love, and connecting in with that when I have patterns that expose itself. And it's always on very subtle layers of judgment or criticism, especially of another, is really a reflection of how I'm doing that to myself. And I've been judging myself a lot on the way I share my Dharmic talks, or the way I share my meditation, the way I share my medicine, my messages, of just judging myself that it's not enough. And coming back into that motherly space of like, I'm always enough. You are enough. We are so enough. And to just love it. Just love it and to just be with it. And there's no rush. There's no rush. It's patience and it's kindness. And I found too, as I was doing this work with my inner child, that I had the visualization of seeing her and bringing her out. And she was like contracted and curled up. And I'm like, you're okay. Bitch, you're okay. Stand tall. Get strong. And then I was like, okay, let's move on. What's the next childhood wound we can heal here? And like the space froze. And it was like, actually, that recognition of pulling her out in that moment and what she was contracting from. She deserves space. And she deserves patience and kindness and love for her to come out and to feel safe. And that it's not about next step, heal, liberate, heal, liberate, heal, liberate. It was really like, here it is. And just hold her. And just be with her. Be with her in her pain. Be with her in her suffering. And love her for all of it. And then I found that my linear ego mind would start to get wrapped into fear. Of like, this is why we should be scared. And I'm like, okay, what's actually the fear here? I was like, what's the primal fear? And it's the primal fear of death. And so the witness of my mind spoke to that linear ego fear. And it's like, the worst that can happen is that we die right here, right now. Can you accept that? I was like, yeah, I can. And the moment I accepted that, I softened. My inner child softened. And I was held by the Divine Mother. And then I just bursted into laughter. I was like, this is funny, this is hilarious. And the Divine Mother has that relationship with us. It doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't have to be so dogmatic. It doesn't have to be so strict. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be so disciplined in the way. It has to be like this over and over again. The discipline is showing up and being present. That's what the discipline is. And just sharing our love. Sharing it, sharing it, sharing it, sharing it, sharing it. And not only seeing it, but really being love. Being love. And it connects me so deeply in with my name, Preeti Darshan. Because Preeti is love, a name of love. In darshan is like a vision for God, a vision from God, a vision of God, a gift, an offering. And I use this vessel that I am to be an offering to God's love, an offering to my own love, an offering to the love of all of us, and really taking that space to acknowledge it so deeply in the depths of my eyes, the depths of my soul, that when I look out at others, I see the same exact thing, that I'm looking at myself, another reflection of myself, that it is just me with me, and that the love I am in myself is the same love everyone else has, regardless of their connection to it or recognition, and holding space for them to recognize and be in that space, and trying to take that deeper into my practice of when I'm with someone, acknowledging their identity as a self-sovereign human being, but acknowledging the layer underneath it, that they are just love beyond their own core wounding, that they are love and held by the Divine Mother, the same. And then I go another layer deeper, and I'm like, it's just me with me again, and that's the place I really like to operate, that everyone is just me. But I also don't want to limit myself in that way, and thank you, Ram Dass, for highlighting that, teaching that. There's so many layers, and I can hold space for all the layers. I can hold the space that I am a self-sovereign individual. You are a self-sovereign individual. That we are people. We are wounded. We are healed. We are whole. We are at peace. We are enlightened. We are devoted. We make mistakes. We succeed. There is no mistakes. This is perfect. This is not perfect. This is 1. This is 2. This is 4. This is 8. This is 16, 32. Multiple layers, infinite. And that regardless of where we're at, how we're connecting, we are always held by the Divine Mother all of the time. So thank you, Divine Mother, for connecting into the space, connecting in with me, and for teaching me and loving me. And I look forward to our deeper exploration of holding each other in unison, in divine sacred marriage of my divine masculine and my divine feminine, the divine Father and the divine Mother within me. Thank you, my brothers, my sisters, my family, for all of this, for being here, for watching. Going through a lot of changes, cycles, and phases, and it's just honor them, because we're all going through it. It's not just independent on me. I know we're all doing this work together. And I'd also like to honor my landlady, Susan. She's just incredible. She's an incredible woman and such an incredible teacher. And she gave me this silk scarf yesterday, and so I wanted to honor her for this. Thank you. Okay, enjoy.